Everything that we do always comes back to one thing that we can never shake off, and that's our attitude. And in Aegis, the law of attitude says it's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude, which means it's how you think, not your skills and abilities, that dictate how far you go in life. Now, whatever you want in life, and hopefully you do want more than you've got, or you want to keep what you've got, you've always got to come back to this attitude. And the thing about attitude is you can choose your attitude. Now, the bulk of the attitudes that we carry around with us were gifted to us, almost pushed on us, because the attitudes that have shaped us, we took on, some of them before we could even speak, before we could walk, before we could read, before we could write. And these are controlling us, because these are our attitudes towards life, but we didn't choose them. But you can choose your attitude, and some attitudes you've got to let go. And when I say attitude, I mean belief, philosophy, the way that you think, what you believe in, what you are committed to, what governs your life. So with attitude, if you think about it, I remember years ago, my son, we were walking in the countryside near a stately home, a huge manor house, and we needed a shortcut. We were a little bit lost. And there was a sign there that said, keep off the grass. And we wanted this shortcut. So we wanted to cut across the grass. And he wouldn't do it. He was only 7 or 8 years old at the time. He wouldn't do it. Why? Because it said, keep off the grass. It was a rule that he saw and he abided by it. Strangely enough, today he's a policeman, so he enforces the law. But this is interesting because he chose that belief to, if it said so, he would do it. Now, with a lot of what we have, how we feel about religion, politics, race, ethnics, how we feel about maths, English, how we feel about everything, a lot of that we inherited, we acquired, we took it through conditioning from our parents and schools and the people we're around. But those attitudes are not always supporting you. And your attitude is your choice. This is the biggie. This is the biggie. This took me a long time to get. How you think is your choice. I would advise anybody to write down, to get a pen and paper, and to actually write down what they believe in and what they don't believe in. And when you do that, it focuses your attention. And what you focus on becomes your reality. It focuses your attention on things that suddenly you realize these two beliefs that I have are contradictory. They don't match. How can I hold two beliefs in my mind that are completely contradictory? So it's possible, but sometimes it's not the right thing to do. It's not helping you. So if you work with your attitude, if you focus on your attitude, you can start to go with the flow. Because very often, if your attitude is not what you really believe, but is what you've acquired, you end up rowing upstream. It's hard work. You can get there eventually, but it's 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's slow. But if you can harness your attitude and find out what you believe in, then you can go downstream. And then you just have to direct the rudder. And then you can get what you want so much easier. But it all comes down to belief. You must believe, you must know what you believe in and focus on that. Do something that you're passionate about, what you believe in, what is part of your philosophy. Okay, so that's it. It's your attitude, not your aptitude, that determines your altitude.